So, it's time. Y'all ready to do this thing? All right, without further ado, let's give a very warm welcome to our dear friend, Ashley Sawuka.
All right, thank you guys all for coming out tonight. This is really exciting. We're so thankful to have you. So while you're sitting, I'd like for you to actually start out by celebrating yourself for showing up and your neighbor by turning to one another and giving each other a high five. All right, so we're off to a good start. You've made friends. Now, since you're all seated, I'd like for you to find the most comfortable seat you can, because you're going to be here for about 8 to 10 minutes. So it can be sitting like most of you are with your crossed legs, or you can even lay down. And then when you're ready, I'd love for you to close your eyes. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite quotes. It's by Dr. Wayne Dyer. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I'm going to repeat that one more time for you. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Really drink that in. This quote is all about perception. It helps us realize that we really can look at anything in life as though it's a miracle or a royal pain in the ass. It's really our choice. But the thing is when we start to focus on gratitude, this amazing, amazing experience happens when we really start to see more miracles just naturally show up. Now go ahead and blink your eyes open. I know the holidays are right around the corner, and we talk about what we're thankful for and grateful for a little bit more this time of year, which is really beautiful. We look around to our friends, our family. We offer thanks for all the experiences that we've had and for all the fun trips and for their presence in our lives. But tonight, I'm going to change things up a little bit. And I really want us to focus on what we're grateful for within. Now, see, having a gratitude practice, which is what I recommend everybody has, it really is like tapping into your own superpower. What happens is you really start to recognize that when you appreciate your life over and over and over again, ironically, there's more to appreciate. You start to realize that life really does want you to win. And you start to see golden nuggets in every single day. So, cultivating a practice like this is so incredibly important, right? Because what happens is we start to notice that we shift from doubt and concerns and fears and the massive to-do lists that we all seem to come up for ourselves. And then we start to really shift and notice like what's actually present in our life right now. Have you ever been stuck in what I call the hamster wheel of not enough? Where not enough success or beauty or not enough of business or friends or experiences, and you get stuck and it's exhausting, right? And that's because we've sucked ourselves right out of the present moment and appreciating what we have right now. We start to, when we focus on gratitude, start to realize, oh my God, I have so much already. It's not only enough, it's pretty freaking incredible. And so you start to look at life as though it's happening for you rather than to you. Have you ever, and I really want you to think about this because I will tell you right now, I've done it myself. Have you ever found yourself future tripping, where you really start to look out into the future and you just think that so much of your happiness is going to happen out there when you have this job or this experience or this house or this amazing lover, and then you start to almost poo-poo your now? You start to look at it like, well, now's like okay, but it's going to be really awesome down the road. Listen, I'm all for big dreams. I love going after a grand vision with gusto. However, if that comes at the cost of you not appreciating your now, it's absolutely useless. Because your now is where you're creating from, right? So it is worth celebrating, it's worth giving thanks for, and it's worth doing that every single day. So I really think with the holidays showing up, Yes, it's great. There's so much love and there's a lot of thanks, and I love everything about that. However, there's also a lot of stress. People are running around trying to get a million things done. They're traveling, they're dealing with family drama. So why not start to cultivate this practice right now? There's a ton of benefits to it, right? You start to be able to look at the past and all the things you've overcome and be able to say thank you. Wow, I grew a lot from that. And you're able to really anchor into appreciating and savoring the moments with your family and friends. So studies show that gratitude not only increases our ability to sleep, which is pretty amazing if you ask me, as well as it reduces stress, it also increases our vitality, our productivity. It increases our ability to see optimism in any given moment. And it even increases our intimacy. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on, obviously, about the lists of all the reasons why this is a benefit to your life. However, I want us to just dive right in, and I want you to think of one thing that you're grateful for right now. Whatever it is, just one thing. And then I want you to think about why you're grateful for it. And then I want you to notice, where does it show up in your body? Do you feel it in your stomach, in your chest, maybe your throat? And what does it feel like? Does it feel tingly? Does it make you just want to sing? Like, what happens when it shows up? And now I want you to keep these good feelings going, and I want you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Really fill in your belly, your chest, your throat, and then exhale out through your mouth. And do that again, breathing in through your belly. Fill up your chest, your belly, your chest, and your throat. And then I want you to put your hands on your heart. And keep your eyes closed. And take a few more deep breaths. Do you feel that? That, my friends, is purpose, alive within you right now. And it really wants to be celebrated. So now I'm going to change things up a little bit. And with your eyes closed, I want you to think of 3 things you're grateful for about yourself. Now I know this probably was not what you were thinking you were going to come in here tonight. But I'll tell you why we're going to do this. So often we look outside of ourselves. We look to the things, the people, and the experiences we've had for what we're grateful for, and that's beautiful. It really is. However, we all know that true happiness comes from within. And when we can cultivate a practice of really acknowledging ourselves and being grateful for who we are as we are, this trickles into all areas of our life, right? We start to become our own best friend. We start to be able to show up to an engagement with others or even in relationships. And it's not about what can that person do for me, but you're able to really, really give love from an authentic place. And this is when you're able to really appreciate yourself. You're the only person you're going to be with for the rest of your life. It's the one guarantee you have. So you might as well be your own best friend. So really start to think about this. And maybe this is the first time you've ever thought about what you're grateful for. That's fantastic. Maybe you're grateful for your sense of humor. Maybe you're grateful for your eagerness to always learn. Maybe you're grateful for your hilarious laugh, whatever it is. Just allow yourself to think it and feel it in your body. You see, we teach the world how to treat us by the way that we teach ourselves. So you must treat yourself with a lot of love, okay? So please blink your eyes open. And that paper and pen that I think is at the front of your mat, I want you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. about yourself. Don't feel rushed, you have plenty of time. And know that after you're done, I want you to put this piece of paper and the pencil at the top of your mat, because this gratitude is going to stare back at you for the entire practice. And then at the end of your practice, you're actually going to place that piece of paper on the gratitude tree that's out in the courtyard. You may have seen it when you walked in. All right, now my hope is that you can take this with you and really start to cultivate a gratitude practice for yourself and about the world outside. And please tell me about it, because I'd love to hear how it goes. And now, please put your hands together and create a very warm welcome for my dear, dear friends, Ellie Boland, Craig Meyer, and Brendan James.